There is a lot of talk and excitement, as there should be, with the new coach in Archie Miller, and a new practice facility, and a new dedication to improving all things Rhode basketball, and I could not be more excited. Archie Miller follows a great line of coaches, beginning with Frank Keeney, the inventor of the fast break, but let this new era of URI be the first era that truly celebrates the URI greats. URI Athletic Director Thor Bjorn will be remembered for bringing in Hurley and signing Miller, but what could be bigger than those accomplishments? Changing the culture of how URI remembers the legends. Everyone gets to a point in their life where they want to go their own way, and there's nothing wrong with that, but everyone at some point stops and starts to think about who they really are. What are their roots, what defines them, and who are the people who came before them? This is the time to cement legacies and celebrate the history of URI basketball. A tree's beauty lies in its branches, but its strength is in its roots. Allow me to reintroduce the roots of URI basketball.
What would a retirement for you, or even, even one of your, fellow teammates, could they help celebrate their past?
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's a good question. All of that is a really good question, and I guess that's the best way I can frame it. I don't quite understand why the history isn't more celebrated, or the way that we celebrate our history at URI. I've been confused. I don't really think about it a lot because I don't want to make it a personal thing. I'm not trying to self-grandize or anything like that. But there's no way that Silk Owens shouldn't have his jersey up there. There's no way that Kenny Green shouldn't have his jersey up there. If you want to make me a part of that, so be it. But take me out of it. I don't really care. But those guys deserve that. It gives a history, right? It's a foundation to keep building on, and for people to have something to aspire to, or to be inspired by. That Silk Owens kid was phenomenal, and there's not too many of him that come along. And URI had him for 4 years, and they have him for the rest of his life because he's now part of our history. I don't know why you wouldn't want to celebrate that consistently by having people be able to look up and say, yeah, do you remember when that guy was here? Do you remember some of the things he did? I just think it would be beneficial all the way around, but I'm not making those calls. And don't get it wrong. I love Rhode Island. I love my school.
Honestly, and this is the God's honest truth, I can care less if my jersey name, whatever is up there. I said, but let me explain something to you. The all-time leading scorer, whose record hasn't been broken, who hasn't lost that position since, 88 when he left, Carlton Owens. I said, if anything, that should be the first person that you put up there. I said, he's the all-time leading scorer at the school.
You are the all-time leading scorer in URI history. You took a chance on the university. You never visited it. You followed Malone, arrived on campus. URI was not a big program at all. By the time you graduated, you guys were in the national spotlight. What would it mean to you to get your name, your number in the rafters? I've talked to Kenny, I've talked to Tom, your teammates, and both have said, if there was going to be someone who you're going to put up first, if that was the issue, Silk's the guy. All-time leading scorer, and it's been about 35 years, and no one has touched that record. So what would it mean to you?
It mean a lot. I'm getting a little choked up over that, For my teammates to say that mean a lot. That mean a lot to me. For Tommy and Kenny to say that, it would mean a lot to me, a lot to my family. I didn't expect to have a great career like I did at the University of Rhode Island, and because to be honest, it almost didn't happen for me. I have to backtrack a little. This is a little personal story. In high school, I got shot my junior year. And so, I mean, everyone know I got shot. I never talk about anything other than that. What I had to go through to rehabilitate myself to get to this level of play. I missed my whole junior year of high school. I think I got shot September, right to the season, in my arm, in my left arm. I'm a lefty. So I thought my career was over. In high school, I thought my career was over. I don't want to go through the whole story, but the doctors wasn't sure I'd be able to use my arm again. So imagine what I'm going through, 17 years old, not knowing if I can use my arm again, play the game I love so much. When that happened, the doctors, they examined. They said, look, if you leave the bullet in, I got 2 shells still in my arm today. If you leave it in, you may not be able to use your arm again.
Oh.
Forget basketball. I can't use my arm. Or you could try to rehab it, go to rehabilitation, and try to build your strength back up. And we still not guarantee you're gonna be able to use your arm again. So I never told nobody the story.
Yeah. Wow.
It was hardest time of my life. 17 years old. We chose to do rehabilitation. And so my mom would take me to rehab 3 days a week. I got to rehab, and they put me on this machine to try to strengthen my arm. Take the cast off. I couldn't lift this pencil, man. That's where I started. I started doing curls with a pencil. My mom sit there. She sit there and cry. So that motivated me. I said, Mom, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna work my butt off. I'm gonna make a comeback. So 5-6 months of rehab, hard as I can, hardest I ever did in my life. I never told nobody this story. I ain't want nobody feeling sorry for me. It's my mother and me. I ain't even tell my family members. So when I get home, I'm like, oh, everything great. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I couldn't lift a pencil. So that's how much this would mean to me.
Yeah.
To come from that, rehab, get myself back to a high level player, that was perseverance right there. That was hard work. Hard work. I worked my butt off. So that's why it would mean so much to me. To come from that, why I couldn't erase my arm.
That's incredible.
I never even told my teammates. I never told anybody. Because I ain't want nobody feeling sorry for me.